Okay, we are live. Hi, I'm Maureen Tara Nelson of MTN Matchmaking with Dr. Dave today again. So you would not believe what we have just gone through. I think I signed up for the streaming device 3 times after I've already canceled it last time. So, and we're not even using it. Okay. But anyway, we do have some dating questions, and we have a lot of good news coming up with MTN Matchmaking. So I hope you'll join us. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and hopefully I'll be able to read the comments. Let's see. Okay. We'll see if that works. All right. So, everyone, guess what? Everyone needs to wish Dr. Dave a happy birthday.
I'm 36.
Yep. So don't forget to wish Dave a happy birthday. And why don't you start reading? I think we have 2 or 3 questions only this week.
Sure. The first question, I'm not sure where it comes from, but what's your idea of the perfect chemistry on the first date? Am I answering that?
Was that number 2? Question number 2?
That was number 1.
Oh, remember that list of the questions that we were going to read? Number 2.
Number 2, okay.
Number 2.
What's something subtle that instantly attracts you to someone?
Okay, so my clients have asked me this for 20 years. How do they make the other person know that they're interested in them? And at one time, I hired this guy. He was a radio guy who we were all good friends with. Frankie D from The Real Radio Show. I hope he's doing well right now. Haven't heard from him in a while. But I would send him out for dating coaching dates with the ladies, and he would give a report back on how they were on the dates and if there were things to improve upon. So it might sound like a silly idea, but it's so important that when you're with someone on a date, that they know you're interested in them. And a lot of times people just take that for granted and think it's going to be obvious, and it's not, because a lot of people, when they get nervous, they'll turn into resting bitch face. No one wants to be on a date with resting bitch face. So you really have to concentrate on being happy and positive and excited to meet that person. And then the actual question, how do they know that you're interested, right?
You want the third question? Or
No. What was it again? Like, how do you make sure that they know you're interested?
Yeah, what's something subtle that attracts you to someone?
Oh, that's number 2?
Yeah, that's number 2.
Oh.
But that's okay. You were giving an excellent explanation.
Well, I was giving you an answer to a different question. Oh my God.
I'm sure we'll get there. That's on me.
Okay,
I'm supposed to be floating you the balls.
Okay, so yeah, I need softballs today. Okay, it's been a crazy week. So, but what I always recommend when you're on a date, and if you do want the other person to know that you're interested, in addition to what I just said about being positive and smiley and happy, but make sure, ladies, you lean over and you touch the guy's hand on the table. If you do that, the guy will instantly know you are into him. Now, Dave, would you agree with that? Say you're on a date and someone leans over and touches your hand.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think the more, touching or laughing or staying engaged in the conversation, I think it builds confidence on both sides.
Yes. And so when you were saying the next question then was, what's something that most people find the most attractive in someone that a lot of times people don't recognize? Because again, many singles have said to me over the years, it's just chemistry. I only care about how the person looks, but looks do fade. Okay, so you need to be compatible. I always think, for me, it's intelligence. So if you build upon whatever you feel gets you excited, and you go and concentrate on that as far as being compatible, then chemistry always, well, shouldn't say always, it should, compatibility breeds chemistry, but never the opposite. No matter how much chemistry you have, doesn't matter. If you're not compatible, you will never be compatible. So anything you want to add to that?
That's an excellent point. I think too long, like, people get hung up on, am I the best looking guy or girl here? Or he's so much better, or she's so much better looking than I am, and this and that. And I think everybody brings unique things to a relationship, which may, in fact, kind of be the catalyst between the two of you as far as building a relationship. She brings some of the really strong points that she has, and you bring some of the strong points that you have. And it may not look to Hollywood that this is the perfect match, but if it's perfect for you guys, I think that's the most important thing.
Right. And too many times people think about what others think, but there's a lot of celebrities in Hollywood that just don't look like they match together. They don't give a blank what regular people think about that. So,
yeah, that's true.
Like, say, Jason Bateman. Okay, he's got a great wife in the sense that she's Paul Anka's daughter, but damn it, just blanking. Hold on a second. Oh my God. Sorry about that.
Bateman's wife is Paul Anka's
daughter. Yes. So
okay.
People are so mean.
You're right.
Yes. So, but people are so mean in Hollywood that I've seen it written many times that people are saying, oh, he's so hot now, and blah, blah, blah. And she's not attractive. First of all, that's a horrible thing to be saying publicly that is going to be written in some magazine or something that she's going to see it. Like, that's just cruel. But I mean, have you seen that anywhere? Because I have.
I'm sure. I mean, you'd have to be on an island without any, a TV or radio or anything. Right. I mean, I think as generally as a society, you should be more. I'm sorry, I'm getting messages from my brother. I think as a society, I mean, I always chortle when, someone says, well, she's a 10 and you're a 7 and you can't make that jump I mean, who the hell judges all this stuff?
Right. Do people say that to you, Dave?
No, nobody does.
Oh, come on. That was a good one.
I think too much is made of superficial beauty, and there's a lot more beauty under.
Yes, of course.
I mean, I mean, 40 years as a medical oncologist taking care of cancer patients. You know, I saw such beauty in people, women without hair, guys who have, without hair, getting treatments and coming out, and their spouses, just absolutely adoring, the
Right.
effort that they're putting forth. So
Yeah,
I think it's much more than skin deep.
it definitely is. Definitely. And if I could get all of our clients to know that, they'd all be successful.
I was just sitting here replaying what I said in my head, and I thought, holy Christ, I've become my father.
Okay. So also, we have great news that on the 31st, we have won again for the 9th year in a row, Best Matchmaker for Long Island. So Schneps Media, who owns Long Island Press, they do that contest. And it's just such an amazing contest for all business owners across Long Island, regardless of whatever industry you're in, because no matter what it is, they have the category for it. And, you get nominated and people vote. So all what I know off the top of my head is they had over 1 million votes for everyone. Okay. So it starts in November. Starts in October, and you find out in January. So I usually don't sleep from October to January, and I'm just praying the whole time that we win. And again, we won. So it's the 9th year in a row, and the big celebration, because they give the winners a huge party, and it's like a wedding. It's amazing things there, not just the food. So I look forward to, the past 9 years, it was always so amazing. But this year, two of my girls, Margaret and Ruth, will be coming. Guess who else is coming?
Who?
Dr. Dave. So maybe we'll do a Wednesday Facebook Live next to each other, and then we won't have this issue or the technical issues that we had. So let us know if you want a Wednesday Facebook Live this week. And there's a friend of ours who is what I think one of the best veterinarians on Long Island. And I believe the name is Northport Veterinary Hospital.
Northport Animal Hospital. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So the owner, Dr. Jason Heller, who is a good friend of ours, he has a son with special needs and he's divorced. So he's trying to get custody, as much as he can possibly get custody for his son. But the son right now is with the ex-wife. And something horrific happened to the son, getting hurt on her watch. So because of that, he can't work, and he's going through a hard time. So he has a GoFundMe page. So at the end, I'm going to write the information on the GoFundMe page, because I'm sure a lot of people have used his service, the veterinary hospital, and knows him, and you would never know what he's going through. I can't even imagine what that would be like, to have a young son being that hurt well, I'm sure it's on the GoFundMe page. I'd rather people read it from there rather than me trying to say it, because it's horribly sad. But so take a look at it and see what you think. Okay. Lastly, we have great news. So When did Ruth come back from retirement? Was that like 6 months ago or
Yeah, pretty close.
longer? Okay. So everyone knows how happy I am that Ruth is back because during the pandemic she retired. Well, we also had someone during the pandemic that wasn't unable to work with us anymore, which, the pandemic brought about so many changes for so many people that a lot of people either lost their jobs or just stopped working or whatever. But so Stacy, who had been with me for many, many years, reached out and she's coming back to our team. So a lot of times we'll get clients from, say, 15 years ago or 10 years ago that loved the program, but for whatever reason didn't get married, say, and they didn't think of renewing at the time, or they wanted to take a break from dating or whatever. And, as a single person, there's a million other things that we can think of to do rather than dating and find someone new. So it's not uncommon for people to call us 10 years later and want to come back and join. My point being is everybody loved Stacy as a dating coach, just like Ruth. So I am so excited that Stacy is coming back. So can't wait for that. Okay. Is there another dating question? Maybe, what was it? Number 8, I think.
Yeah,
Nope. It was not number 8. Not number 8. Too controversial.
I was ready to.
Nope. We do not want controversial today. Nope.
I spent my entire life being controversial.
So what number was it that we liked? I think you wrote it down, right?
Yeah, but that was like, we had a little trouble getting everything hooked up, and God only knows where that piece of paper went.
Okay.
9, make connection. Go from
And I know that a lot of our friends do not want to watch this live, and they'll watch it later, which, by the way, Cindy, if you're watching, we love Cindy. She's our favorite, and she watches all the time. So thanks for watching, Cindy.
Thanks.
And also, Lisa, okay, and Kim, who is your biggest fan, Dr. Dave. We love Kim as well. So Kim, it was Dr. Dave's birthday on the 25th. So was this your best birthday ever, Dave?
Absolutely. Every birthday that I have is better than the last one. I had gifts from my very close friend Maureen. I got to spend some time with my family, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to spend some time with my granddaughters. And I will say here that for the first time in a while, my youngest granddaughter, who was born a number of weeks early and been on oxygen the whole time, is finally off oxygen and at home.
She is just the prettiest baby.
She is.
I can't believe a baby can have such perfect dimples at that young of an age.
She comes from a good stock.
Wow. That's great.
Probably from my son's wife's side.
Okay. So any dating questions that you have, comment below, please, and we'll answer them later. And hope everyone has a great weekend. Sunday is going to be another photo day at MTN Matchmaking, and we have 14 people coming in. So anyone, if you're watching that has photos on Sunday, I'm going to be there, but also Ruth and Margaret as well. So we're going to have a great day on Sunday, meeting everyone personally and taking the photos and making lots of matches for people for the weekend. Okay, so we'll let you all go now and have a great weekend. And thanks, Dr. Dave.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.